Hello, my name is Elizabeth Agnew. Today's date is March 27th, 2018, and I am interviewing Muhamed Selimovic on the Ball State University campus as part of the Virginia B. Ball Center Seminar Muslims in Muncie. Muhamed, thank you for sharing your story with us today. Our goal in this oral history project is to learn about your life and about your contributions toward building a community with fellow Muslims in Muncie, Indiana. So I want to begin by asking you where and when you were born.
Okay, thank you. I'm born in Bosnia and Kamenica, next to city Zvornik. It's north of Bosnia, close to border with Serbia. On my birth time, this was Yugoslavia, which was made from 6 republics. Today we have 6 countries. One of the country is Bosnia.
And what year were you born in?
I born 1961. This year I will turn 57.
And tell me about your parents. Tell me their names and a little bit about them and the work they did.
My mom name is Aika. She born 1937. She passed away 12 years ago. And my father is Huso. He born 1935, and he passed away 2 years ago in Bosnia. It's beautiful parents. I take a lot my lifestyle from my parents and from my community too.
And can you say more about that? When you say you take your lifestyle from your parents, tell me about that.
I learned from my parents. My mom, she didn't go in school any day because she born before World War, Second World War, and on that time we have only few schools in the area. My mom didn't go in school, but she was perfectly good teacher. Yeah, I learned everything from my mom and dad. From dad, I learned how I can support, how I can grow up my family, my sons, my wife, my family, close family. And from mom, I learned a lot more things because I was 24 hours with mom. My dad worked in Germany, and he just came to Bosnia like every 2 times every year, on Christmas time and one maybe on half year. This is, but with mom I was all time.
What was your father doing in Germany?
He was a miner. He was miner in Germany. He before Bosnian War he retired, and 2 years ago he passed away. Yeah, it was great father. Yeah.
You mentioned your father came home twice a year at Christmas.
Yeah.
Now, you grew up as a Muslim in a Muslim family, so say more about the significance of him coming home at that time of year.
Yeah. If I have to answer on this question, I have to tell you something about Europe. You know, in Europe, especially in Germany, we have a high percentage Christian population, and the people is celebrating Christmas. This is time for everybody to go home and visit family. And my dad every year on Christmas time came to home, and he save days, vacation days, to be with family end of year, and a few days after New Year he again. Yeah, go work.
And when he was away, you mentioned spending all your time with your mother as a young child. What is one really important lesson you learned from her, a specific lesson you learned from her that you still carry with you?
Maybe on first place I can tell my mom has in her mind to push children in school, because she didn't go in school, and her opinion was push children to school. I have two brothers and one sister, and my mom pushed too much all children to school. I remember one situation. Maybe I was around 4 or 5. My older brother started in school, in first grade in school, and he has a homework, something to do, and he asked mom to help. Mom didn't go in school, and she didn't help him. And I remember mom and my brother cry because they didn't finish homework for my older brother. This is what make a focus of me, and I never forget. And I pushed so strongly in school, and everything after was easy. After me, I have a younger brother. I'll help him, and my sister, and help him. She is still in Bosnia, and she working in one hospital in one city, Tuzla, next to in Bosnia. I'm here. My older brother is in St. Louis right now, truck driver. Yeah.
So tell me, you've talked about the importance of education. Tell me about how the practice of Islam shaped your life growing up with your family.
Yeah, okay. I am born 1961. It's on the time my country was communist country, and we didn't have full freedom for religion. Before 1961, we have many of people didn't go to mosque, or he go to mosque on hidden place. He hidden from police, from politics, or anything. That's a story what I heard from my older parts of family, from father, from uncles, because I didn't see this situation. I remember only after 70s we have freedom to go in mosque, and the children in Bosnia go to mosque every Sunday or on Sunday school. This is only what we have, and we have school in our home. Your mom teaching you, your father teaching you, your grandpa, everybody teaching you about Quran, about Muslim rules, Muslim life.
So was it difficult then to observe Friday Jummah prayer?
Friday, we didn't take Jummah prayer on Friday on my time in Bosnia. This is only I work, and we can't stop on work on the time. Can't stop on work and go to Jummah. No, only old guys, old people, retirement people go to mosque on Jummah prayer.
So
before war, I am talking before war in Bosnia. Yeah, from 70s to 90s. Yeah.
Bosnia is a multi-religious culture, but it is predominantly Muslim. So there were no kind of established schedules that would make it easy for Muslims to go to prayer on Friday.
Easy if you want. Everything is easy if you want. But on the time before this war in Bosnia, we didn't have full freedom of religion. We didn't have. I work in school, and I remember we didn't make a schedule for children to go in masjid on Friday for Juma prayer. No, we didn't have. Only old people who no working, you know, it's retirement, old people. This is true.
So I want to talk to you about the war, but first I want to just ask you, as you were growing up, what were your first impressions of America as a child? Do you remember?
Like child, I remember NBA soccer games. Yeah, we stayed too late, 4 a.m. in the morning. We wait to watch game. And in school, we learn about America. We have very, very strong education system in ex-Yugoslav. Very strong. We learned too much stuff, but we didn't know why we learning. I know about America a lot of things. When I come here, I know how many countries, states. Everything actually, everything. You know, a lot of things about America we learn in school.
Okay.
Yeah. We learn about World War I, Second, everything.
So what was the impression you had of America?
It's large, good country, good people, Democrats country. Yeah, this is what we first what I remember. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your schooling, from starting from very young up through going to the Teachers Academy.
Okay. I finished my middle school in Kamenica. It's one school located on center. Kamenica is one large village with a lot of small villages around. It's over 4,000 population, and in center we have one school with over 1,000 children, 1,200 I think we have next to war, last year to the war. I finished middle school, and after middle school we go to city, to Zvornik. I finished electrician school in Zvornik. After electrician school, I go to army. I serve army 1 year. After army, I finish teacher academy in Tuzla. And I start work in my school in Kamenica. And start teach child about technical education. It's something like here in industrial, I think, something close.
Industrial
Yeah,
arts.
we have in our school education system, we have 5 grades. We teach about blueprints and drawing, and start small project like small chair, bird houses, something like that. Yeah. And
How old were the children you were teaching?
from 5 grade, it's like 10 years.
Okay, 5th grade, starting in 5th grade?
Yeah, 5th grade. And in 6th grade, we study about construction, about bridges. You know, we start build small bridges and boats, many different things. Yeah. And in 7th grade is mechanic. We start teach children about mechanic, like engines, diesel engines, gas engines, many different things about mechanic. And the 8th grade is electronics. Yeah, it's on before war. We give only information to children about computers, about calculators, and this is like quick review from Bosnian education on my way. Yeah. And after I finished teacher academy in Tuzla. It's 50 kilometers from my born place. 9 years before war, and I start same day when I finish. I start work and work to the war.
And you were married then at some point and
Yes.
started a family, right?
Yes, I married 1983. I was last semester in my academy, and I married with my wife Ziba, and we're still living together. Yeah, we have two boys. One is Huso. He finished here on Bosnia school, and older one is Dino. Dino is married now, and I have two grandchildren from Dino, and living together with me. He's still looking for house. Yeah.
So you've mentioned the war a couple times. Can you tell me how that affected your family's life? It started in 1992. This is the Bosnian War.
Yeah. This is a very hard question. I will try shortly answer you. We can smell war in the 1991, maybe second half year. We can smell war, in the newses, because every war is starting before fight with electronics war, through newses, through TV, through radio. This is what I can see now. What day war start in Bosnia? It's second half of 1981. 91. Yes. We have so bad news, disinformation, so many disinformation. And we try to protect people from school, teachers, We make one like organization, and we go to villages, every day when we hear information on news. Somebody tell in this village we have terrorists, We go to take a people from one village and take him to second village and make a conversation with people, Try to pass this crazy period. And we have election. Ex-Yugoslav start separate. Every republic start separate. First Slovenia start separate, and we have fight in Slovenia between Yugo army and people in Slovenia. And it's finished like 1 month, just was fight. And the next come to Croatian. Croatian is from Central Europe to Yugoslav. Croatian is next, and in Croatian was very bad parts of war. So many people killed, and we learn what happened, what's going on, And next was Bosnia. Bosnia is country with just a little bit over 50% is Muslim population. About 35% is Serbs or Orthodox population, and we have around 15% Catholics in Bosnia. And we have other maybe few percentage people, atheists, a lot of different. And we start in Bosnia, we learn what happened in Slovenia and Croatia. And we see, so if anybody stay and said, we will stay, we don't like touch anybody, nobody can touch us. We learn in Croatian who did like that, they died. And we start protect city by city, village by village, make a like security, people start protect. And in Bosnia came so many soldiers, weapons, and start so bad war. And in after election, actually, on March 1st, we separate from Yugoslavia by election. On election, we came, I think 66% of population in Bosnia came on election and vote for separate.
And this was in 1992.
92 in March 1st. Yeah, we start like February 27, 28, and March 3-day election. You know? And we separate from Yugoslavia. 97% people vote for separate. And start war after maybe 1 month. It's not too far from my born place in Bijeljina, one small city next to Drina, because we are too close to border with Serbia. And start war.
What did your family do?
We move from our house. I send Ziba with 2 boys to one city where is safety place. It's we call him Cerska. Maybe you heard Cerska. And after in half on May, I sent him to Tuzla. Tuzla is big place, big city, and in Tuzla was good organization, Bosnian army, that already was Bosnian army and protect people. I stay in Kamenica.
Can I ask you, was it easy for them to get to Tuzla?
It's very difficult. It's about 50-kilometer place. You have to walk through mountains. No vehicle, no anything, because we already start war. And Kamenica was surrounded by Yugo army. Anybody who want to go out can be killed anytime. And we find good boys who can find the place. And every night we send like hundreds women and children to Tuzla. So many died on way. Ziba with Dino and Huso has a good trip to Tuzla. On many times she found died people on left, right, and hidden children to close him eye to no see, but you can't protect him for everything.
Your boys were very young.
Yeah, Huso was 4. Dino is 4 years old. Dino 8. Yeah, first grade in school.
So they were walking with your mother.
Dino walking. Yeah, Dino walk with mom, but Huso was chubby baby and he didn't walk. He just cry and mom carried him like this all the way to Tuzla. I don't know how she still alive. It's very, very difficult. Nobody can change you, help you, because everybody has a children. Everybody has something for food with, you know, and everybody just fight for himself, you know.
You stayed behind in Kamenica?
I stay in Kamenica because before war I teach children in 8th grade about electronics. I teach him about radio station, and I have one radio station in my school. And when war start, I take the radio station and I make antenna on different place and send information, you know, every way. Because nobody know what happened inside. We surrounded with army, and all information that you can hear is from army. And how is correct information? You need to see other. And I start radio, and I send news on Radio Sarajevo, on capital city Bosnia every day. Every day I send the news, what is going on inside, you know. how many people died, how many bombs they put on our place, you know, how many children, how many women enjoy, and everything.
When were you next reunited with Ziba and your sons?
Oh, this is after 1 year fight in Kamenica. They take Kamenica, and we left to Srebrenica. But on the fighting time, they find me with one bomb, and make me here damage on every way on my place, on my body, make a damage, and they take me my.
You were hit by a bomb.
Of course, yeah, on this place here and every way on my body was damaged. But two was dangerous. Here and here was dangerous. Here, doctor find one piece, one metal inside, and take from me 6 months after that. And when Ziba came to Tuzla, she see situation, and she take her children and try to escape from Bosnia, to go to Germany, to any place, just to protect children. And her way was to South Bosnia. It's one small city name is Ljubuški, next to Mostar, because it's close to border with Croatia, and if she come to Croatia, she can go anyway in Europe and start life with children, protect children. Together with Ziba was my dad, my mom, my younger brother, and has two daughters. I left from Kamenica to Srebrenica in hospital, and they start help. But in Srebrenica we didn't have too many medicine staff to help. Just one day, international human organization, Red Cross, something like that, came to Srebrenica in hospital and fill one paper and check situation with people, and they put me on paper to transport to Tuzla, because here was dangerous situation, need really in hospital. Yeah. And they take me with helicopter to Tuzla. When I come in Tuzla, I asked for my family, and they said, Ziba with your dad, mom and children is on South Bosnia. It's like 300 kilometers, but 300 kilometers in wartime, it's like 30,000 miles. It's amazing long way. And I tried to find him by radio station, because many of the telecommunication system like phone is not working in war, because this is first step. Cut all lines, cut electricity and everything. And I find her in Ljubuški by one radio station. And we contact, we talk. She, of course, have information I am died. Because one time on radio Sarajevo, they asked for my news, and somebody give him information from Srebrenica. We have so bad situation in Kamenica, and last information is Muhamed is died. And they give information in news, and my mom heard information. And they live like over 1 month in the mind Muhamed is died. You know, when I call him from Tuzla and talk with Ziba, they make a final decision. We have to go back, and we will live together month, you know, and God know how long will be, you know. And everybody back to Tuzla. And we start fight with life. what we have. We find one house. There was like 4 families, you know, inside, and you need only one room to sleep. It's wartime, you know. It's difficult to explain in a normal situation, but in the war, when you find house with 4 family, it's normal place for live, you know. And I was in hospital in Tuzla next 6 months, and they fight with this. Was very dangerous, and they removed one metal from here, and I came better, and when I finish, I start take care about my family.
Were you able to go back to teaching? So and the war ended in 1995, right?
Yeah.
So then after that, were you able to go back to teaching while you're still living in Bosnia?
Yeah, when I finished my recovery from in hospital, one friend called me and asked me, "Can you come to police station and start teach new policemen?" Because it was close to end of war, and we need come to new life rules. Of course, we want to come in Democrat country. We have election. We have parties in Bosnia, and we have to start change police. You know, from communist to Democrat police, and they look for teachers. You know, because teachers has good experience to teach. Only tell him what he need to teach. And I go to Sarajevo in police academy few weeks, and we have one training with U.S. FBI guys, I think professors guys, and they teach us how we can start teach police and be back to station and start teach young policemen. Many of the policemen was my student in elementary schools. Yeah. And I just start teaching new rules, new lives, and I work like 6 years I teach new young policemen how they work in Democrats country.
So skipping ahead those 6 years, tell me when you came to Muncie.
I came to Muncie 2001, yeah.
And why Muncie?
Yeah, in Muncie was we have Ziba's sister, my brother-in-law, and we talk with him by phone, and the situation in Bosnia for my family was not good, because my grandpa was a refugee in World War I, World War II. My father was a refugee, and I was a refugee in last war, and I think I need try something, because if I not try anything, tomorrow my grandchildren will be a refugee again move from inside Bosnia, and I think about America or Australia. And Ziba has a sister here, my brother-in-law, and I said, why I fill application, of course, and why not America? Because if you talk with anybody in Europe, anybody in the world, they has a very, very good think about America. America is America. And we fill application in Zagreb and finish very quick, maybe 6 months only. We have few interviews, and we came to Muncie. Yeah.
And were there people or institutions that supported you once you got to Muncie?
Yeah. My sponsor for for come to Muncie was Ziba's sister, but she was only on paper sponsor. My sponsor was Jim Barton. He take care about everything, about paperwork, about adaptation here. He found a house for us. He looked for jobs. He take children to school. My son start here is Northside Middle School, Huso. Dino start the International Language Academy here on Ball State. And I see this is a good place for my family because school is here. I didn't have job. It was very difficult to find job because I came here the 2001. We know what happened 2001. I came here just 1 month before September 11th. Yeah, and I didn't have job. Everything was come bad, you know. But after 6 months, I found job, and I'm still working to today.
Could you tell me a little bit more about Jim Barton, who assisted you in settling here?
Jim Barton is one guy that I didn't see in my life. He's amazing guy. He passed away like 4 years ago and more. He was pastor in Yorktown Church, and also he was professor here on Ball State on religion education. I don't know. And I know his family, also Pam, and all his sons. When we moved to USA, he was part of our family. He came every morning and do you need something, guys? He showed us mask, but mask also showed us Ziba's sister, Ziba's family. But he said if you need car to go to mask, he go with us to finish driving license in Marion because we didn't understand. We need interpreter, and in Marion at the time was interpreter from Bosnian. Everything but need one family, he take care about us. He drive children to school. He go to school with any problem with children, anything. This guy is something that I didn't see in my life. When he died, we was on Indy on his funeral, all my family, and I feel like we missed somebody from family because he was really part of our family. I never see before and after somebody like Jim Barton.
So you mentioned having an interpreter. How did you learn English? Eventually you did study English, right?
Yeah. I didn't take any course, but my older son's professor, her name is Candice Rodman. She was director on International Language Academy here. And she came to my home and teach me and my wife every like 2-3 days. We have good conversation and she tried to teach us. But I have one problem with English because I never work on my last 16 years. I never work in with people and I need English, you know, because I start my business very quick when I come here, and I didn't need any conversation. This is my problem. Why I am talking like this, but we learn with our children too, with Huso and Dino. When grandchildren come, I changed my course and I said, we have to talk Bosnian inside my home. because we will push children to pick up one more language, you know. This is good for my grandchildren, brain, for tomorrow, for future, you know. If they know 2 languages, maybe they can pick up 2 more quickly.
So I want to go back and talk to you about work. You mentioned arriving just weeks before 9/11. Can you say a little bit more about what, in your experience, made it difficult for you to get a job?
Yeah. Yeah, we came on very, very bad time. I think I was the last group. And after maybe 1 year, just came one more group from Bosnia and came take refugee from Bosnia. When we came, of course, after all paperwork, shots and everything, I start to look for job. And I fill a lot of application. I feel a lot of first on English. I learned how I can fill application. My writing was first, and nobody called me for job because on the time we have September 11, like week after week or 2, I don't know. We have September 11, and everything stopped. Everything was afraid from Muslim. I don't know why. For example, I fill application in one factory in Middletown. In factory, they work on sewing machine, and they make pillows and many things like pillows. And I talked with a lady. She was, I think, owner of the company. And she asked me what I know about jobs in this factory. She showed me factory, and I see, I know everything. I know sewing work. I know fixing machines. I know everything. And she promised me to call me after in 1 week. She said, I have to figure out something. I will call you 1 week. And 2 weeks after, I asked my brother-in-law to take me to factory again, and he drove with me to factory, and we knocked on door, and one guy came, and we asked about a girl who talked with me, and he said, who are you? What is your name? I told him, my name is Muhamed Selimovic. When I told him my name, I saw he's like, you know, like he was like scared for something. I don't know. And the brother, like, he said, "Did you see?" I said, "Yeah." "Did you see?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Let's go. You can't find job here." I said, "Why?" "Because this is America. We have very, very nice view about America. But situation is situation, you know. People is not computer. People is working from mind, from brain, you know." And I left from factory, and they never called me again.
So something about hearing your name, Muhammad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on the time, and I tell Jim Barton. Jim Barton said, "Muhammad, what do you want me to public this?" I said, "No, please, because I just came from problems, you know, and I don't like see more problems. Just forget." And my opinion was, God will help me. I have to just be straight, how my mom and dad teach me. Be nice, be straight, and God will help you. And I look around for the job so many times, and 2 ladies from here, from Ball State. One name is Barb and Marta. Yeah, 2 ladies. Few times call me on her property, and I fix a roof and many different works just to make a little bit money. And Jim Barton also in his church, he make flyers. I have a guy, he is good plumber, he is good, many different things, electrician, small things, you know, can help. And people, in church you have people who need change faucet, you know, who need fix something. And they make a note and put in envelope money and give to Jim Barton. And when we finish job, we open the envelope and see how much they pay. He pay how much they like. And many times people pay very good, mostly very good they pay. And we work like not too long, maybe few months. I found Asons and start with Asons and still working in same kind of business. Yeah.
This is Asons Construction.
Yes, Asons Construction. It's one good story how I find Asons. Yeah. Asons find me, actually. I fill application hundreds places. I never fill for Asons. Asons called me one day for work. One lady, her name, one nice grandma. Her name is Blanche, and he has a problem in ceiling on her room, and she find my brother-in-law to fix the ceiling. And he called me for help, and I came help, and she saw my skills, you know, and she said, "Are you working?" I said, "No." Said, "Why?" "I have problem to find job." I don't know, maybe because my name is Muhammad, and here is not, you can't read, "I am not terrorist," because we have problem like September 11, you know. I said, "Why? Let me try help you." And she talked on with people on her work. He worked, I think, here on Bell Memorial Hospital. And she found the lady of the owner of the Asons, and give my phone number. And one day he calling me, "Muhammad, can you come talk about work?" I said, my first opinion was it's joke, you know, possibly joke, you know. And I came to ASOS and talked with owner Jeff Bison and Milan Thompson, and they asked me how much. Asked me what I need, what I know. I said I know everything about construction, from foundation to top of roof, every kind of job. And he said, "Okay, how much you asking per hour?" I said, 7 days, nothing. And you tell me after 7 days how much I can make. They said it's a joke. But you know, when you're looking for job 6 months, you come like, you know, no, I don't care. I have to tell you everything what is inside, you know. I can't hide anything. And he said, "Okay, can you start tomorrow? I will pay you $15, he said. It's on the 17 years ago, that's crazy amount, you know. It's for somebody who has experience maybe 5 years, you know. Here, they said on start, he said, "I will pay you $15. And I started and worked like 6 months. And Jeff said, "Muhammad, you're making much more what we paying you. And you have to start your own business. We will find job and give to you. You will pay percentage for us." And I start, and I am still working on same, just I have different clients. I am changing clients, you know, from banks.
So you're working for Asons, and you created HD Construction.
Yes,
yes.
Through Asons.
Yeah. So I want to go back. You had said earlier that one reason you had not learned more English was because you didn't need to speak it that much in your work.
Yeah.
And you have a wonderful story about being a crew chief with Asons.
Yeah. Asons, started before I came here, started like few years before me, and Asons grew up so fast, so fast. They have offices here on Megali Road, and they buy one business and building, and second building was most large. It's big on next to Highway 3. It's a big building, 15,000 square feet building, and they have a plan to change everything, to make our offices inside, and actually rebuild all building. And they give to me, and I find Amish guys to finish this work. I work 6 months with 10 to 15 Amish every day. But how many I need, you know, I just I have one guy and tell him tomorrow 12, because I make plan, like weekly plan, and I make every day, you know, and they come, and every morning I make a line with Amish people on, and give him job, you know. I have a few like team leaders, you know, and but everybody must be online. And I give him work. We talk very good. He didn't have any problem, you know. Actually, Amish guy is not good with English, you know. They have something like broken German language. I have something like broken English language, and we have a nice conversation. We didn't have any problem. Actually, all conversation about work, it's easy for me. It's easy because I'm every day on work, you know, on construction work. And we finish in 6 months building 15,000 square feet. It's a beautiful building. And I found more clients and start work more, and yeah.
So I want to shift and talk to you about your experience, in particular being a Muslim in this community. So when you arrived in Muncie, in what ways were you welcomed by other Muslims here?
Every day it's different, you know. On my time, when I came here, was not too many families, not too many Muslim families. We have one small mosque here
on Ball Avenue?
On Ball Avenue, yes. When I moved here, my first house was here on McKinley, 124 on McKinley. It's across the church, and people saw one couple with 2 children, you know, and came to us and asked us, are you Christian, or do you want to come in our? I said, no, I am Muslim. He said, okay, we will show you mosque. This is something like good from here. And we go to mosque in an old mosque, one small building. Children will send on Sunday school. I go only on Juma, and if I have time for other prayers, we praying 5 times on day. Sometimes you are busy. You have to pray. You have to pray after. You have to pray on night when you come home. You know, we can if we didn't pray on time, we can pray after. You know.
What was it like coming from Bosnia for you to participate in that community, which is quite diverse in terms of race, ethnicity, different sects? Were you aware of that? Did that make an impression on you?
Can you ask me again, please?
Yeah.
Find a little bit different words. Sorry.
The Muslim community here is quite diverse in terms of different races.
Yeah.
People from different cultures, even different sects, Shia and Sunni.
Yeah.
did that compare to your experience coming from Bosnia?
Yeah. It's any change community, change city, change address is difficult. If you change country, if you move from Europe to America, it's so difficult. Same like here, you know. When I come here, I have here only one Bosnian family. But Bosnian family is two different villages, two little different culture, you know. Just it's nothing, you know. It's nothing. It's everything. Basic is same. I am not watching what from which country is the guy next to me when we praying. I'm just praying for God, and I have no any problem with different culture, or because I grow up in my village with different religion. My neighbors, I have neighbor Orthodox Serbs, so many around me, and we played together soccer from my 5 years. Yeah, I know what is multi-ethnic. Bosnia is a specific country in the world. We have one space. It's 1 square kilometer in Sarajevo. We have 4 religion building on one place. It's mosque, synagogue, Catholic church, and Orthodox church on 1 square kilometer. It's only in Bosnia in world. 1 square kilometer is actually next to each other. Yeah, I know what is multi-ethnic.
Dr. Mir Ali had said that an important reason behind his commitment to establishing the masjid here was to bring his own children up in the Islamic faith. Was that important for you, coming here with 2 young sons?
Yeah. When we came here, when we find mosque, we go to mosque and we have monthly dinner. We have always monthly dinner in mosque, and we meet brothers and talk with brothers, and brothers said, "Can I help you?" Of course, if somebody can, he help. If not, and bring stuff like what we need for first time, you know, clothes and tables, chairs, and everything. What we need, help, like everyone, not just Muslim, everyone, and Christian too. Yeah, Jim find on many places. He come in home and see we need this, and he just go and talk with somebody and bring us. You know, it's normal. People helping people. Yeah.
Yeah, so that sounds, I was going to ask you, what was the greatest strength, or what has been the greatest strength of the community? And you pointed out that people are very helpful for one another. Are there other things that stand out to you about this community of Muslims that you have really appreciated?
I am trying to help community. I am trying to be a positive, passive community. I am not waiting for help. I am trying to help, you know. And when we came first few years, I didn't able to help. I take a help, you know. And but today I am helping my community. I replaced 2 years ago, I replaced a roof on the new masjid, and I am take care about snow on masjid on winter time, because I have equipments, I have trucks, I have. I can help actually, not only for masjid. Any place when I see need help, I am helping, because this is my life. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you a question about the new masjid. You had mentioned the support you receive from the community as a refugee here. It seems that there's a high importance placed on welcoming refugees here.
Yeah, I think
the masjid. Can you say more about that?
first time I heard about a refugee on last monthly dinner we have together with people from 4 or 5 church, I think, and I see refugee from Afghanistan, I think. Yeah, but before I didn't see, because people moving from one place to second place, you know, and just I see new brother. So I see it's come like me to mass to pray, and that's it. Yeah.
So you're saying in part you're not always aware people are refugees. There have been members from Iraq, from Afghanistan, from Bosnia.
Yeah. From we have a bad situation in Iraq, and people move. I know family from Iraq. When he came, we trying help each other, you know, like everyone. Yeah. I remember the Safan family when came here. Yeah. It's difficult parts of life if you come to refugee and you have to move to different. It's very hard part of life. Any refugee way, it's so difficult. Every step is so difficult. Yeah, to change culture, change language, culture, everything. You know, it's so difficult. Children is adapted quick, you know, but older people is pretty difficult to adapt. I miss Bosnia, but I don't think so. My son miss Bosnia, because all good parts of the life they have here, and I'm trying actually to delete from his mind many different things what he saw in war, you know, any bloody situation. I'm trying to delete from his mind, and I'm pushing him here. Hey, you, this is your place. But I miss Bosnia. I still miss Bosnia. There is so many friends, so many good memories before war, of course. Yeah,
Are you able to stay in touch with people in Bosnia?
Of course. Today we have internet. We have so many ways to be in contact. I am in contact with all my friends before war, and after.
Have your sons, who are now adults, been back to Bosnia?
Huso was only one time. Dino more. Dino maybe 2-3 times, but Huso just one time visit Bosnia. When I moved here, of course you need find work, find job. You need collect money if you want to visit Bosnia. Ticket is not cheap to Bosnia. You have to spend a lot of money to visit family, to visit Bosnia. And first time after I moved here, I visit Bosnia on time when my mom died. Just sometimes I'm thinking people visiting if somebody died or somebody married from family, you know. This is only 2 reasons. But today I'm 56 and I'm trying to every second year spend like one vacation in Bosnia, a longer vacation, 2-3 weeks, with my family, my sister, with family live in Bosnia, and many friends and families.
So I wanted to touch a little bit about being in Muncie, and in light of what you said about missing Bosnia, I'm wondering if you feel that you have come to have a sense of belonging here in Muncie.
I am close. Actually, my children is the most of life live here. It's definitely, this is my children's place. I need still live maybe 20, 30 more years, and I can tell it's most of my life is here. But I like America. I like Muncie because I find here all peace. I find my job. I have food. I have job. I have peace. Everything is here. And I love this place. I love this place. This is the reason why I didn't change. Yeah, easy to change. If I find job in India I can go to India. If St. Louis, in St. Louis I have big number of my family. A lot of my family in St. Louis is over 60,000 population from Bosnia in St. Louis. And I like Muncie. I don't know why. I feel here like my born city.
I want to circle back and ask you about your own practice of Islam, particularly in light of how challenging you said it was to leave your home country. Can you talk about ways in which your practice of Islam may have kind of grounded you in those very difficult times coming here from Bosnia?
Your religion is yours, is inside you. Any place when you left, you will bring your religion with you. And I bring with me my practice. I am praying in the morning on sunrise time. If I have a work, I'm working. If I can't on middle day pray, I can pray afternoon when I come home. But we still, me and my wife, it's strongly, we praying 5 times. But my children is, children like children. Like 2 times is enough. He said, when we come older, we will make more numbers. Yeah.
I'm curious about one of the things. So there are a number of practices which are important to many Muslims. Has maintaining a halal diet been important to you, and how do you deal with that in Muncie?
Halal food, you take?
Halal food,
yeah. When we move here, we have only choice take when you buying watch on tickets and see is beef and chicken. But today is different time. It's different time. We have a meat factory next to Gas City. It's halal meat. You drive to factory and buy halal meat and take in your fridge and use. Yeah, we have no any problem today. Today is everything different. Yeah.
So there is a halal factory near Gas City.
Yes, in Gas City. Yeah, one American guy opened, and he hired one a Muslim guy just to cut meat and everything like what is in Islam. Yeah, and you can find meat. Yeah, you can find in India, I think. India, you can find on Chicago. And Chicago is a beautiful place. You can find anything you need. Yeah, Michigan, many different places. We taking we making food in home. My wife making food for us, and we just go to store, buy meat, buy everything that we need, and bring to home, and she making food. So sometime we using restaurant. Sometime.
Yeah. So what has been the most challenging adaptation that you had to make, moving from a Muslim dominant culture to the Midwest?
Yeah.
What's been most challenging, or what have you had to work most hard at to make that work?
Yeah. Everything was different. Here is everything huge, everything from store, from roads. Everything is different. You have to adapt it, but everything is, you have to. It's better, and take a better. It's easy to adapt it to better. Difficult to adapt it to, yeah. I didn't have any problems, only too far from families, and you have to call. If you call, you have to pay. And here is maybe much faster life. Here is people working much more what we worked in Bosnia before, and everything need to be organized. If you know organize, you will be in trouble. You have to pass. You have to watch your emails, your mails. Yeah, everything. But I don't know. I didn't have problem to adapt it because I was only around 40. I was 40 when I moved here. It's young. Today maybe it's difficult to adapt.
Beyond the early experience that you described of a difficulty in getting work based on people's association with your name, Muhammad, are there other ways in which you have experienced discrimination being in Muncie in the last 17 years?
I can't tell. The situation what I have in factory in Middletown is discrimination. Maybe I can tell. This was very fresh after September 11, and people was like scared or something. But in my 17 years, I didn't have any problem with my name, with anything. I didn't have any problem. Any problem. Of course, I take a 6 months to find job, but I think everybody on that time has a problem to find job. And also we have rules here in America, if you want job, you have to have job, your work history, somebody want give you job, he want to call and talk with your ex boss. My ex boss, impossible to reach him. This was problem. Same like if you want start your credit history, you want buy house, you want buy car, anything, you need credit history. How you can start in 40 years old? You have no credit history. Of course, we have a lot of problems like that problems, but we passed everything. Yeah. You have to buy car for cash and give bank your title to start build history. It's difficult, but when you finish, everything other is easy. Today is everything easy. Yeah, no complicated. America is very good. If you want to see how America is good, you have to go a little bit out in any country, and you will see when you're back, you will kiss ground. Believe me. Yeah. Nothing is perfect, but America is pretty close to perfect.
So you've said that America is pretty close to being perfect. I know you gained citizen status a number of years ago. Has that been important to you in terms of a sense of belonging here?
it's not too important, but it's normally if you come to one country and still live and living with your family, its next step is take a citizenship. And also position of America in all world is, if you have citizenship, you can go every way, just on few country, no, every way with your American passport. And why not? Yeah, we fill application and finish everything. We go to Indy and take a test and pass the test and go to celebration. And I heard on celebration, one gentleman from Indy, we make like in one big room, so many people who celebrate, who finish test and come to citizenship. And he told one good things that I remember. He said, "Welcome to America with your culture to make great our culture. Bring your culture to American culture and make it bigger." I know if you have one garden with just one flowers, you know, it's garden, just garden with one. If you have so many different, you know, flowers inside your garden is beautiful. Same like America, with so many culture, America come beautiful. Yeah.
So I want to ask you about some current events, relatively current events in America. We had a change of presidents in 2016, a national election, and I'm wondering how the outcome of that election, with the election of Donald Trump, and some of the kind of news coverage and the rhetoric has had an effect on you, given much of his kind of anti-Muslim rhetoric.
It's a good question. When I fill application in Bosnia for come to America, president was Bill Clinton. When I came was George Bush. After President George Bush, I was here on 2 terms of President Obama, and on last one is election of President Donald Trump. I don't know what I can tell about president. I am just a new citizen. I came like a refugee here, but we have one pretty bad period after September 11. Pretty bad period for Muslim, because anything what happened in crazy people make many bad things every way in America, and every time when you ask who is the guy, it's always Muslim name. But for me, anybody who killed somebody, he's not Muslim, he's just criminal, you know, he's just criminal people who killing. You cannot just close your eye. Of course, you hear it on TV, on, you know, I have one period I stopped watch TV because so many bad things I saw on TV. And I said, I remind my situation in Bosnia, what TV making on the before war. I said, children, do not watch this, because we will wait for. But I believe in America, because here is very high level education of people. People is America. America is not just America. People is America, but people is very high education. And if we can have anybody president America will be America. I am sure. But we have on, especially on election time, pre-election time, you know, we have so many situations when I feel bad, you know. But today is everything come good. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about that. So, there are some writers in this country, Muslims, who have found in their own experience and shared this idea that it can be difficult for Muslims to express grief with other Americans when they see these violent actions happening, because as Muslims they feel like they're suspects themselves. People look at them with suspicion. Has that been your experience at all?
You know, I watch just on criminal act. When I saw on TV or somebody tell me we have somebody use a gun and kill somebody, I said it's criminal. It's criminal act, and police need to work and finish this problem. And I didn't think about Islam, because I know what is Islam. I know what is Muslim. I know good Muslim cannot kill. Criminal can kill. You know, if somebody kill and said I am Muhammad or I am Muslim, that's wrong. He is criminal before. Criminal people do not have religion. We cannot tell he is Christian, he is Muslim. This is, in my view, it's wrong. Because I work in police, I know what is criminal. Criminal can use religion only to help himself or make more problems, you know. I am pretty sure Muslim cannot kill, especially, I understand if you kill in war to protect yourself, to protect your family, and kill soldier, you know. Soldier is soldier, but if you come to home, come to school, that's not Muslim way. It's not Muslim way.
I want to return to a point you just made. I had asked you about the current environment with Trump as president, and you went back and made a kind of comparison with 9/11, after 9/11. And so I'm wondering how you would compare the kind of political environment now and your sense of living here in America now with what it was like after 9/11. In both cases where there's been this kind of heightened suspicion or fear of Muslims expressed in various ways.
Me and my family have no anything different, you know. We just living like before, and we always thinking about will come better, you know. Will come better, always. Any situation we hope will better, you know. But I don't know, we have today pretty good economic situation. We will see what happen after. I don't know, but right now we are good. I have no any problem, you know. Yeah. Any problem.
And a related question, you had mentioned with a U.S. passport, you can go anywhere you want,
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
When President Trump announced the so-called Muslim travel ban,
yeah, I heard about
Bosnia was not on the list, but did that concern you?
I heard about that, but I have no good information about that, because I don't know what president doing. He will explain people who elect him. I don't know. I know the world is not too big. We have to live together. We have to live together. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Together we are stronger. Yeah, we have better life. We are good. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if the term American Muslim feels like it fits for you, if you were to describe yourself to someone, being an American Muslim.
I have good view from American position, and I am so proud because I am right now American Muslim, and my family is American Muslim too. If I'm looking from a different angle, I am a rich people because I have two different countries. I have Bosnia and I have America, and I talk with people, with my parts of family from St. Louis who was on Hajj. This is he visited Mecca from like American citizen, you know.
Mm.
He said it's very good and so proud, yeah, so proud.
Can I ask you, looping back?
You can ask anything.
Have you been on Hajj?
No. Not yet, but I have planned to be on Hajj. When I finish my work, when I come retirement, of course, my first step will be Hajj. Yeah, if I still live, you know, but nobody know. I need to go, of course. I need to before I die. Only God knows. Yeah.
I want to loop back and ask you a question. I'm thinking about the impressions your mother made on you, who sounds like she was a very strong woman and very committed to your family. The Islamic Center here recently elected for the first time a woman as the president,
Yeah.
Bibi Barami.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
Just a normal, like every other election. Like every other election. It's normally for Bosnia. Woman can be any place. Any place. If she has a opportunity, she has energy to work. Because this is not easy what Bibi doing. She doing great job. And it's not easy. It's not easy. I don't think so. She has a free time. Yeah. And she doing very, very good job. It's nothing for me strange. It's normal. It's normal. But we will see. We will wait pretty long to find another Bibi, because really, it's not easy.
So we're almost at the conclusion, but I wanted to ask you what your hopes are for the future, for your family, maybe for the country.
Okay. For my family, I like to have a lot of grandchildren. I hope Huso, 2, 3, Dino, 1 more. This will make me very, very happy because I'm very enjoy with my grandchildren. And country just need stay like this or better. do not come down, just like this or better. Yeah, this is good for now.
Yeah. So in closing, and you can take a few minutes to reflect on this, what is one event or story from your life that can express what it means to you to be a Muslim in America?
It's a lot of, but top on my hand is one. I work in Asons. Asons has a lot of contractors all the time. And for example, I am finishing in one day like 10 work orders. And next crew, 10 work orders. It's a huge number of work every way in Indiana. And Asons has a good organization, but sometimes they cannot keep good track. You have to keep track from you and check if anybody, if everything paid to you, what you complete, you know. One time, the lady, accounting lady, paid 2 times one job for me, and I knocked on door. I said, lady, you already paid this. It's amount over $1,000. And one lady behind me said, don't worry if you pay Muhammad 2 times. He will back you your money because he is Muslim. He cannot take your money. This is like, but I have a lot of different situation in my American's life. I'm calling my American's life. It's 16, 17 years ago from now. Yeah.
Thank you, Muhammad.
You're welcome.
On behalf of the Virginia B. Ball Center Seminar, Muslims in Muncie, I want to thank you for sharing your story with us today.
Thank you.